All right, so let's talk about Zillow's estimates. We all have looked at it and said, oh, that's the value of my property. Well, let's slow down a little bit and explain what a Zillow's estimate actually is and if it's right. A Zestimate isn't an appraisal. It's not done by a human, it's done by computer data. And this data can include everything from market trends, sales histories, or even tax values. The problem about Zestimates using public data is that it could be missing things. Bad data means a bad estimate. Whether it's your property is in great condition, has an extra bedroom, bathroom, if it's not on file, Zillow doesn't know the difference. We see a lot of times square footage is being completely off on Zillow, and it's changing this estimate astronomically. Another issue with Zillow's estimates is that it doesn't know the good stuff. Yeah, your property values can change drastically if you're a little bit more updated, you finished your basement out, things like that, that could increase your property value. So you might be underpricing your property by going off of Zillow's estimate. Another issue that Zillow has when making his estimate is it can't follow a micro trend. And what I mean by that is we all know of certain neighborhoods or areas where a home is really, really popular in that neighborhood. It might have 5 offers on the property and 3 other properties in that neighborhood have all went under contract really, really quickly. Well, Zillow's not going to know what the under contract prices are, and so it can't adjust for those values. The worst part about dealing with this estimate as a realtor is people take it for gospel. They think that a computer driven data is way better than the comps that are in the neighborhood pulled by a human being. Sometimes we cannot tell people enough, beating our head against the wall, that the property isn't worth what Zillow says it is. Another issue with the Zillow's estimate is that Zillow itself says that their numbers can be way off. And we're talking numbers 20, 30, $40,000 per property. It says it in the very fine print of the standard deviation of the price variances on these properties in these areas. And pretty much they have a CYA for every single property that they have listed on their website. So you might be losing money out by going off of this estimate, whether you're the buyer or the seller. I will say that a estimate is a good starting spot. It's not the finish line, it's the starting spot. You can always go onto Zillow and see what properties have sold for in the neighborhood. You might need to go and look at the condition of it, the location of it, square footage, acreage, year built, things like that to make some adjustments. And that's why it's a great starting point, but not a great finishing point. You're looking for true value on a property. It's not through a Zillow's estimate. It's through a human being. Get an unbiased opinion, whether it's an appraiser or a realtor. Come out there and give you values based off of comparable properties that have sold in your area and do adjustments based off of square footage, age, condition, and all these other things. An agent or an appraiser can come out and show you exactly what your property is worth in the market that you have today. So if you're looking at an estimate right now, whether you're thinking about selling, or maybe you're just curious, don't trust a robot. Reach out and I'll run some numbers for you. I'll show you how I got the numbers and I'll give you an honest look of what your home value is for today's market.